I want to walk you through one of my favorite things to be teaching and giving a whole healing and modality process on, which is expanding your nervous system. So let me give you a little backstory. Back in 2020, during those days, they were great. I was really, really struggling. And I would be in meditation every morning and it would feel great when I was in the meditation. But as soon as I would leave it, all of the stress would come back up. And I realized I needed to expand my capacity to hold all of this rather than just tipping it over the edge, because being in meditation 24 hours a day wasn't really an option. And it's not an option for a lot of us. So I developed my modality called nervous system expansion. And it's one of my favorite things that I give my clients and that I use nearly every single day, that has radically transformed my ability to deal with stress, respond with stress, and not be so overwhelmed. And it's helped a lot of people heal some really chronic things. The thing to understand is that dealing with stress is not just about getting rid of stress. It's also about retraining your body like an adaptogenic mushroom to be able to deal with more stress before you hit that tipping point of going into a stress response and being overwhelmed, exhausted, burnt out, etc. We want to literally become an adaptogenic mushroom, or another way to describe it is we want to expand our nervous system's capacity to hold more without dipping into our adrenals and stress responses. So think about this little tiny shot glass. Well, it's actually kind of a big one, but think about this as your nervous system. And inside your nervous system is this water, right? And this water is representing all of the stuff that you have going on right now that is filling up your nervous system's capacity. Now, we're nearly at the brim. Honestly, I wanted to fill it up all the way, but then I was just going to spill it all over the technology. So just for the sake of this, imagine this is all the way up to the brim. So you are at max capacity. You are about to burn out. You are tapped out. You cannot have any space for social life, etc. We've all been here. Now, what's in here is pretty ordinary things for the majority of us. It's handling work, home, social life, taxes, money stuff, unhealed trauma. It's handling all of those things at one time. So we can't really add much more on our plate before we get into that kind of stage of burnout and overwhelm and massive nervous system dysregulation. So it's not very reasonable when people just say, just get rid of stress all the time. Because what if we literally can't get rid of more things off our plate? Now, this is where the magic happens. What if we expanded our nervous system so that this stress goes into our nervous system, but we have so much more space in here to handle more things, right? So what once was nearly at the brim and we're at max capacity is fine. And if I was to literally pour this stress into here, it's not even halfway up the glass. Maybe it's like not even a third of the way. So now we can add so many more things in here, or we don't need to. But if you do have more things that you want to add into your life, maybe a relationship, children, a new work venture, you literally have the capacity to do so. Okay. Then we continue to expand our nervous system. So this was nearly a third of the glass. We continue to expand our nervous system. And it's what? 1/8 of the glass, that stress. And of course, we could then add in some more things and add in some more things, but we're not constantly just overflowing our nervous system. What we are doing is obviously being cognizant of, are we adding too much? Of course, we want to be cognizant and discerning around that, but we're also expanding our capacity to hold more in our lives, which is not only important for your stress levels and your adrenals and your endocrine system, it is also really important for manifestation. Do you want to hold more money? Do you feel unsafe holding money? Do you want to hold a beautiful relationship? If you're wanting to manifest things in, but your nervous system is nearly tapped out, but you're desperately wanting to manifest in your dream man, bitch, there ain't no space for that. There is not any space for dealing with like the what ifs at the beginning of a relationship, of waiting for his text message, of going out on the dates. There is no space. But if you expanded your nervous system, oh, you can date now. You can have sex. You can have fun. You can go on trips. You can do the new work venture. You can manifest in more money. You can make your business more successful because there is the space to do so. So if you are like, okay, well, teach me how to expand my nervous system, this is why you need to either come to my immersion in person, Paris and New York, Or you need to, well, the next two are Paris and New York. But if you are watching this later, then just look at the website for the next location. Or you need to do my program, Queen Alchemy, because this is where I really help your body to be rewired, your nervous system to be rewired, you to cultivate a deep internal sense of safety and to recalibrate yourself so that you aren't just reacting to external factors, but you're staying in that response place and you have learned to expand your nervous system for so many beautiful reasons, and you are reaping the rewards as a result.